Hello beautiful people and welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be doing a current favorites video. Did you just hear my shoulder pop? Okay. Anyway. My dad is mowing outside. He's very loud. Ay, ay, ay. Well, alright, well he's moving away from the window now, so we should get a little quieter. Anyway. My gosh. Okay. I'm just gonna keep talking. It won't be the whole video, but anyway, so I'm just doing a roundup of my current favorites. I was gonna be like, oh, let's do my March favorites, but it's the middle of March, so I'm not gonna title it that probably. So this is gonna be a mix of makeup, random life things, curly hair products, skincare, body care. Oh my gosh. Let me see how loud this is. Hold on, let me check this video. Alright, we're just gonna keep on moving, see what happens. Okay, so I'm gonna save the curly hair stuff to the end. You might not have curly hair, so I don't want you to have to sit through all of that, so you can leave right before that if you would like to, if you don't have curly hair. Alright, let's go. Okay, so I'm actually holding my favorites and one of my favorites. I've traveled a lot in the past month and a half, like a lot more than I normally do. I love traveling, but I had a busy past couple months and I wanted to show you some of my favorite things that help with that. So these CalPack like organizing cubes, oh my gosh, they're so good. So I got these in a FabFitFun. I didn't get to pick the color. I probably wouldn't have picked yellow and orange. But you know, that's fine. It's not that big of a deal. So the pack I got came in 3 sizes. So it's this small size, a medium size, and then a large. So what I use this for is I'll use like one for all my shower products. I know this is probably not how a lot of people use it. I feel like a lot of people use it for like shirts, pants, all that kind of stuff. But I like to use them for my toiletries so that they're separate inside my suitcase. So I'll use like one for shower products, so I'll have my body wash, shampoo, conditioner, all my skincare products in one, so when I go to shower I can just bring one of these right into the shower. It's really convenient. Then I have another one, usually the biggest one, where I put all my hair products and my diffuser, my blow dryer, all that stuff. And then I'll usually use like the smaller one for my lotions, perfume, and then my makeup. I put my makeup bag inside of this bag. I don't just have it all loose in there, but they're so freaking useful. I don't know that I would have bought these for myself because I don't think I would have been like, oh, that'd be helpful. But when I got them in my FabFitFun and started using them, I was like I don't ever want to live without having these. It makes it so much more convenient. They're also machine washable, so they got pretty scuffed up after all the traveling I did with like product spilling and everything like that. So I literally just threw them in the washing machine. I didn't even read if you could do that. I just kind of assumed that you could. So I put it in the wash and I just let it air dry and they literally look brand new. So I love them. Really great if you travel a lot or you just like to stay organized. I think it's really convenient to have these. Oh, also, this is another favorite of mine. It doesn't look very good right now because it kind of, you know, watered down a little bit while I was doing my makeup and stuff. I finally perfected an iced coffee that I like at home. So I'm usually a hot coffee drinker, but it is hot right now. It is like disgustingly hot. And so I wanted to make iced coffee, but usually it gets like watered down really easily. Like as soon as you make it, it tastes watered down. The secret, which I learned from my sister and someone on Instagram, is you have to fill it all the way up with ice so that once the coffee comes down, it's not gonna completely be gone. I would literally just put the amount of ice that I wanted to be in the drink in there so that it's obviously gonna melt it down and be really watered down and gross. But what I do, I fill it all the way up with ice and then I put about like that much creamer. My favorite is the Coffee Mate hazelnut creamer. And then you can use any coffee machine that you normally use or any coffee you normally use, but what makes it really, really good is using the Nespresso because it has like this layer of foam on the top that is just, it's so delicious. It's my favorite. So I use the Nespresso and then I put a little cinnamon on top. It looks gross right now, but I will show you a picture of what it looks like when it's like freshly made. I literally wake up and I'm so excited to make coffee and it takes like 2 seconds. Alright, let's open this little bag and see what the next one is. I feel like Mary Poppins right now, like pulling all these stuff out. Let's start with like body care and skincare. So, if you watched my channel before, you know that I love the Tree Hut Shea Sugar Scrub. That is a tongue twister. Shea Sugar Scrub. Shea Sugar Scrub. Shea Sugar Scrub. Okay, you know that I love them. They're the best in my opinion. They're inexpensive. There's a million different, probably not a million, but you know what I mean. There's like a million different scents. It's also very, very gritty. You can get it at a lot of drugstores. It's accessible. Love it. This scent called Coco Colada. Wait, there you go. Let it focus there. This is what it looks like. You guys, it is the most delicious smelling thing. Oh my god. I can't. I don't even know. I don't know. Literally every tropical amazing scent blended into one. Like, I smell lime and coconut and mango and pineapple. And like vanilla-y too. It's still really creamy. Oh gosh, it smells exactly like a pina colada and I love those, so it's great. This is probably my favorite scent that I've ever tried. I also love the candy cane one during Christmas. I always get that one, but this is insanely good. That's what I'm gonna say. Okay, what is next? Ooh, okay, so this is kind of cheating, but I'm gonna mention it anyway. So I literally just got this, but I'm still gonna talk about it because I freaking love it. So I have extremely dry skin on my body. I have to lather my entire body in lotion as soon as I get out of the shower, or it starts like burning and itching, and it's awful. And it was really frustrating because it took me so long to like rub everything in, and it was like, ugh, I didn't really feel like doing it anymore. So I was looking for a spray lotion, and this one I got from Target. It's the Flamingo Light Hydrating Spray, I think it's called. Yep. Look at me, I already know the name. So squalane and white willow bark and apple extract. It makes my skin feel so hydrated. I'm telling you, it takes me under a minute to apply to my entire body. It is the easiest thing because it's so thin, and obviously you just spray it on, rub it in, you're good. And it sinks in really fast. It doesn't make you feel sticky or anything weird, but it's still very hydrating. I don't itch after using it. And it smells so classy, like, oh my goodness, it smells like, okay, it smells like the lobby of the Grand Floridian Hotel at Disney. I know that's a very specific thing, but just think of like a bougie lobby, or of like a hotel, or like a spa. I don't know, it's the most beautiful smell. Yeah, I love this. It's really great, and it's at Target, so you can like, it's really accessible. However, I will warn you, you might slip if you're just spraying this everywhere. It's gonna kind of get on the floor because, you know, the residue might just fly onto the floor a little bit. So either put like a towel down, do it on top of a rug, or just like stay really close to your skin as you're applying instead of just like, you know what I mean? Because yeah, I almost slipped a couple times after using this, so definitely beware. I would be careful with this, but it's so convenient, I don't really care. Next product, let's see what I want to talk about. Okay, okay. This face wash. Been using this for a long time. I've never talked about it on my channel, but I've been getting, I have such struggles with my skin because it's so bipolar. It's literally like, I would say it's combination now, because I definitely have dryness around the outsides and then oiliness in the T-zone. So it's always really frustrating when you have combination skin because it's kind of hard to We're not tater-totting my skin. It's really hard to tailor to both the dry and the acne prone oily parts, because I definitely am very acne prone and like texture prone in the T-zone, and then the rest is just dry. So it's very frustrating. But the CeraVe Renewing Salicylic... Okay. The CeraVe Renewing Salicylic Acid Cleanser for normal skin. So yeah, if I'm not using a salicylic acid cleanser, I break out. Like immediately my skin is ridiculous with that. So I have to be using that, but this is also gentle enough for the drier parts of my face, so I really like this. You can get it pretty much everywhere. It's really basic cleanser. I love it a lot, and I love CeraVe. Like, if you're looking for a drugstore like skincare range, they're really great. Okay. Okay. I've been using this forever. This is the Brazilian Bumbum cream. Another thing that just smells delicious. This is the best smell I've ever smelled in my entire life. By the way, hack, don't buy the perfume, buy the body spray. The perfume doesn't last very long, so you might as well just get the body spray. It's cheaper, and they smell the exact same and last the same amount, so it smells so good. It's like pistachio, and I don't know. I also don't know if I've ever mentioned this on my channel, so I had to because I freaking love it. I use it all the time. I'm gonna speed through the rest of these because I'm talking a lot and I have a lot of things I want to talk about. This is the Ordinary Hyaluronic Acid 2% plus B5. This is what it looks like. So I love this. Makes my skin very plump and moisturized. It really helps balancing the dry parts of my skin. It also helps the oiliness because it's giving it that moisture. It doesn't really have to make it itself. So I find that my skin is a lot more balanced when I'm using this. I definitely have just a lot more glow and plumpness to my skin. So it's really great. This is a really inexpensive brand. And what I love, it's not hard to tell what's in the product because the ingredient is just right on the front. I'm a little confused by the skincare brand at first because I was like, I don't know what any of this stuff does, so I don't know which one to get. But like with really quick research you can figure it out. There's no like filler ingredients. You're getting exactly what you need, which I love. So, and that is like my second bottle of that, so I really love it. Okay, last skincare product, the Micro Delivery Exfoliating the Micro Delivery Exfoliating Facial Wash from Philosophy. I love Philosophy skincare as well. It's usually really gentle on my skin. This does say facial wash, but I don't use it every time I wash my face because it's a little too rough for that. It has tiny, tiny, tiny little beads. It's not like those giant ones that are just gonna scratch your skin. But this helps my texture so much, and it also just makes my skin glow for like a couple days after I've used it. Like especially in the T-zone, it's like, you know when like those face washes when you just get out and you can just see the glow as you're turning your face? This is that. I got this like sample size in a kit and I've been using it forever and it hasn't run out. So I love products like that where they like last a very long time. So this is really great. I just keep it in my shower and use it like maybe once a week, every 2 weeks, I don't know, depending on how my skin feels, but really great. I love it. It's a very gentle exfoliator. All right, now to makeup. I have 3 makeup products that I want to talk about. So first is the Makeup by Mario, what is this called? I think it's Master Matte. Yes, Master Matte's palette. I'm going to preface this by saying I love matte eyeshadow looks. Like I love them. I love shimmer too, but I like having a lot of options of mattes because then I can like mix and match, you know what I mean? I like being able to like have a bunch of undertones to work with and all that kind of stuff. So this palette so much. I do like to play around with stuff sometimes, like pinks and reds and sometimes blues and stuff like that. Majority of the time I'm in neutral colors, so I love this so much, especially the shade because it's got that like rustiness. Oh gosh, it's so good. Honestly, I feel like there's not a lot of like all matte palettes out there, and I love them. I reach for this almost every single day. I can create like a really complex look. I can create really simple looks with it. There's so many undertones that you can play with, which I love. And then I can just throw like a shimmer single shadow over top or something like that, and it's beautiful. The formula of this is also really freaking gorgeous. Packed perfectly so that it's not too much like fallout and it's not everywhere, but it's also not packed so tight that there's not a lot of pigment. It's just gorgeous. I love it and I use it all the time. Okay, what is next? Okay, this. So the Hourglass, what are you called, ma'am? I believe this is called the Vanish Concealer. I have it in the shade, oh, this is gorgeous. I'll actually, hold on, let me zoom you in because I'm wearing it right now. So wearing the Makeup by Mario palette. I did a really simple look though. It's really good coverage, so I just put like a little tiny dot right there and right there, blend it out, and it's great. And it looks like skin. I love that I can use such a small amount because then it just ends up looking like skin, but you're still completely covered. There's such a good range of shades in this line. I love the shade Oat. It's such a good color for me. So yeah. Also, the packaging of this is just freaking gorgeous. Like, literally, look at this. You're joking me. Like, this cap is the most beautiful thing, and it's just the shape of it. I mean, I know it's, like, not the most important thing, but, I mean, it's nice if it looks good, too, you know what I mean? So, the only thing that I don't like is it's a very messy. Like, it's very messy. It's hard to keep it clean, and it just makes a gross noise. That's the only thing I don't like about it. I've been using it constantly. Okay, my last makeup item before I move on to the hair products and say goodbye to all of you who don't care about curly hair. So this is the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Powder Foundation. My favorite foundation is the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Foundation. I think it's incredibly underrated. It is so good. The concealer is also so good. I also really like the tinted moisturizer. Like, okay, I need to try this because I love the line so much. And this did not disappoint me at all. First of all, again, packaging. It's like the most beautiful like corally color. I love it. So I have the shade Fair 4. It comes with this little thing, which I actually like using these, honestly. I like to like press the powder in. I'll get a tiny bit because I'm not a big powder person, if I'm being honest. For the longest time I never set my makeup because my skin was really dry and I didn't need to. But now with my combination problems, I do like to set at least the T-zone. So I still use a tiny amount, but I will take it on a puff and press it in, and then I will rub off the excess on the back of my hand, then press it in. I feel like it works way better than a brush. When I use just a brush to set my under eye, I feel like I still get creases. I don't know. That might just be me, but anyway. Shade is really good for me, but the product is so like soft. Like when you touch it, it's so soft. There's a lot of powders that kind of feel a little rough, or you know, they just feel like powder, but this is soft. Like it's very finely milled, so you can't see it on the face very much, which I love. Like it looks like skin, which is my favorite thing about all of the Pretty Fresh products. So it definitely stayed consistent through to the face powder. I have loved this face powder. I also really like the Charlotte Tilbury one, and I feel like this one's really similar. I feel like they're very similar. I don't know. It might just be me, but I always get scared when I like say stuff like that because I'm like, all y'all who are like ride or dies for that product and be like, there's nothing that compares. So I don't know. I really like it and I think you should definitely try it out. It's inexpensive. I got mine at Ulta in store, so you can just go grab it. You don't even have to order it, which is great. So okay, so I'm gonna be moving on to my hair products. So if you don't care about curly hair, you can go ahead and click out, but I will ask you to follow me on my Instagram and my TikTok before you go. Both of them will be listed on the screen. I post almost every single day on there, so especially my Instagram, I post all the time. So if you want to see more content from me, definitely check it out. If you made it to this point in the video, comment down below a frog emoji. So I know you made it all the way to the end. I have a Harry Potter chocolate frog pillow in front of me right now hanging on a shelf. That's why I said that. But anyway, comment a frog emoji if you made it to this point in the video. And yeah, I love you guys that are leaving. I hope to see you in my next video. Alright, all y'all with curly hair or those that just want to keep hearing me talk. So this is gonna be pretty quick. First of all, the Shea Moisture Manuka Honey and Yogurt Hydrate Plus Repair Multi-Action Leave-In with Mafura and Baobab Oil. Is it just me or does Shea Moisture have the longest names for their products? Like I just feel like they have the longest names ever. The product is great. It looks like I haven't used any of it because like the product kind of splashed up there. Let me see where I'm at. I think I'm like right there, but when I went like this, the product kind of just splashed everywhere. It looks like I haven't used it at all. But I have been using it for like a month and a half. Definitely has protein in it, which you can tell in your hair, but it's also really conditioning. It's really great because some protein products are just protein, you know what I mean, and it can leave your hair feeling a little brittle and just not conditioned at all. So this product is very balanced. It gives you a really nice slip to the hair. It's really conditioning, but it also has a really good strength effect on your hair, so I love it. However, I do not feel the same way about the conditioner. I really wanted to like the conditioner. I don't like it. So I tried the conditioner and the leave-in conditioner because I really love the mask version in this line, but I really like this. I do not like the conditioner. It is not conditioning like at all. It leaves my hair with a lot of wet frizz and just brittleness, and it's not good. I've tried to love it and I just don't, so I don't recommend that one. I really recommend this one. However, this, I'll spray it on my hand so you can see, it has a cream like consistency. It is not thin at all. So I feel like you don't even really need a cream once you use this product because this is essentially a thin cream. So I find that I don't really need a cream when I use this one, which is really cool. So last but not least are the Curlsmith products that I talked about in my recent video. I've been using these nonstop, like absolutely nonstop. I'm not going to talk about it because I can just link that video for you guys so that you can see my thoughts on them because I went really in depth. However, this is the only oil I've been using, the bonding oil. It's so thin and amazing. I freaking love it. I didn't talk about this one as much in the video because I got it later on. This is really, really nice. This is really, really nice. It's a huge shot of protein, and so is the cream. These are like my holy grail products. These are like my holy grail products at this point. Like if I need my hair to look good, I'm always reaching for these. It's like a struggle for me not to reach for these because like you gotta try new things, but I'm like, I don't want to. I just want to use these. The Featherlight Protein Cream, and this is the In Shower Style Fixer. And again, this is the Bouncy Strength Volume Foam. So check out the video for more in-depth reasoning as to why I love those products, but that is the end of the video. If you made it all the way to this point in the video, comment down below any flower emoji of your choice so I know you made it all the way to the end. I will repeat, go follow me on my Instagram and my TikTok if you haven't already. If you have any videos you would like to see from me, comment down below. Yeah, I love you guys so, so much, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!